An anime coming out this October 2024 is already being cancelled by anime fans because of its title.
What the hell you say?
Will Kagurabachi, the popular meme manga, will it be the future face of Shonen Jump? Well, somebody wants it to be so. We also have some minor manga and anime news, one involving Tokyo Ghoul. So let's talk about it. So starting off with some minor anime news or manga news with One Punch Man. One Punch Man is going on hiatus and it will return on the 22nd of August 2024. News about Shueisha. Shueisha has recently registered a trademark title, Death Note Killer Within. What that will be about? Well, stay tuned to find out. And finally, minor news concerning Tokyo Ghoul. It's the 10th anniversary and some new info will be revealed on the 3rd of July 2024. So don't forget to take your favorite pen, marker or pencil and mark that date and subscribe to this channel so we could find out together what that news is all about. Everybody is hoping and praying it's a Tokyo Ghoul remake. And finally, for Jujutsu Kaisen fans, I'm sorry to break your heart, but Jujutsu Kaisen manga will continue to be on hiatus.
I'm sorry.
Kagurabachi, everyone and their pet chicken was memeing on this particular manga, but despite the memes, it grew in popularity. And we realize that there are certain manga that is coming to an end. We have, for example, My Hero Academia is reaching its epilogue. One Piece manga is in its final arc, and Jujutsu Kaisen is also in its final arc as well. But recently, on a popular Japanese television show called Manga Numa, Kagurabachi was highlighted. And one of the television show hosts was highlighting a particular conversation that he had with a Shueisha employee, where that individual said that the higher-ups are really trying their very best to make Kagurabachi manga the future face of Shonen Jump.
Wow.
So what exactly is the main plot of Kagurabachi for those who may be unaware? The plot revolves around a young man named Chihiro Rokuhira, who spends the majority of his youth training to become a famous swordsmith like his father Kunishige. Chihiro's wholesome ambitions are destroyed the day his father is brutally murdered. From that day forward, his new mission is to avenge his father by hunting down the killer. In actuality, the culprit is not merely a lone swordsman, but a member of a sorcerer's organization called the Hishaku. So for those who may have already started reading Kagurabachi, let me know in the comments what you really enjoy about this series. Many persons have compared it to dark shonen franchises like Jujutsu Kaisen and Hell's Paradise, and they say that the main character very different from persons like Luffy and Goku, who have very humorous personalities. But the main character of Kagurabachi, Chihiro, he is the total opposite. He's very cool, calm, and collective. You're not going to get any humor from this particular character.
Real bad man.
Now we come to the main focus of this particular video. You know, throughout the years being an anime fan for some time now, you start to recently notice, well, I won't say recently notice, but for the past couple of years, you're realizing that we're getting some anime with some very long titles. And some weird title names as well too. For example, we have two that I looked up that was very hilarious. One is The Maid I Hired Recently is Mysterious. And we have a herbivorous dragon of 5,000 years gets unfairly villainized.
Okay.
But there's a particular anime that is coming out in fall of 2024 anime season, And when persons heard the title of this anime, people went, as my favorite saying that I love to say, they went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And the name of this anime is, and I quote, "If my wife became an elementary school student."
Oh, hell no!
And of course, you know that when persons have a problem with anything in society, you know where they usually go to express themselves. Good old Twitter. So we have some interesting tweets to share with you concerning many persons' reaction to the name of this anime. So here we go. We have this one that says, "Why Japan? Why?" Next we have this, "We're going to jail with this one." Next we have, "Disgusting." But we're also going to share with you some tweets of persons who, despite the title, despite the weirdness of the title, because you have to be honest, it is a kind of a weird title. However, there are persons who read the synopsis, they would have read the manga that this anime is based on, and they have their opposing thoughts to share concerning this particular series. I've read the manga. It's a very bittersweet story. Basically, Dude's wife is dead and she is reincarnated but with her memory intact. The story is centered around how her family dealing with their grief and how both of them move on with their lives since the wife has her own family too. Next we have Man, that title doesn't do the show justice. This is actually a heartfelt story about people dealing with the loss of a loved one and abuse and how it changes people's lives. It's fantastic and everyone should watch it. And we end with this one. It's fun to observe how tourists and normies watch this, have no idea what the anime is about, and immediately draw conclusions.
Correct!
So again, this is based on the website Annalist. The official synopsis of the show is the trials and tribulations of a single father who one day meets the reincarnation of his deceased wife. So I would love to hear your thoughts on whether or not you're going to put this on your plan to watch list. And probably you might cancel me over this, but I'm going to add this to my plan to watch this as well. I'm all about watching those nice wholesome shows about slice of life and family life. But also on Twitter as well, there was a Japanese animator who complained that an overseas client tried to interfere with their work. The video about that is right here on your screen. But don't forget, in order to you to access that video, you have to click on the subscribe button. So that's it. I'll go on.